So, you are thinking about finding a new home in Kenya. This is a very big decision. It might be the biggest financial choice you ever make in your life. Where you choose to live will shape your daily routine. It affects your commute to work. It determines the schools your children attend. Your home is not just a building with walls and a roof. It is the center of your world. It is where you find comfort. It is where you find safety. It is where you find a sense of belonging. Making the right choice is very important for your happiness and your financial future. This decision deserves careful thought and good information. This essay is here to help you navigate this important journey. This guide is structured to be your clear and simple map. We will travel through the entire landscape of Kenyan housing, one step at a time. We will not use complicated jargon or technical terms. Our aim is to give you practical and useful information. We will start with the homes that offer the most space and privacy. Then, we will move towards options that are more community-focused and often more affordable. This progression will help you see the trade-offs between space, cost, and location. It will make your decision-making process much easier to manage. First on our list is the detached house, often called a bungalow if it is on one level. Next, we will examine the semi-detached house, two homes sharing a single wall. After that, we will explore the townhouse or terrace house, common in urban and suburban areas. We will then look at apartments, low-rise and high-rise, popular for urban living, especially for young professionals and investors. Following apartments, we will dive into the unique features of the maisonette or duplex, multiple floors within a smaller footprint. Then, we will take a close look at life inside a gated community, increasingly popular for security and shared amenities. Finally, to provide a complete picture, we will also briefly discuss informal settlement dwellings. For each housing type, we will give a simple description, list the pros, state the cons, and provide a SWOT analysis. After we have explored each type, we will compare them side by side using key factors: cost, space, location, security, and maintenance. This will give you a powerful tool for your final decision. Now let's start at the top of the privacy and space ladder and work our way through Kenya's housing landscape. A detached house is a standalone structure. It sits on its own piece of land, often called a plot. It does not share any walls with another home. It's completely separate. You will typically find a yard or garden surrounding the house, a private outdoor space. These are often found in leafy suburbs like Karen, Runda in Nairobi, and Nyali in Mombasa. If the house has only one floor, it's commonly called a bungalow. These homes represent the peak of privacy and personal space. The biggest advantage is privacy. No shared walls, no noisy neighbors. Children and pets can play freely. Generous space inside and out is perfect for large families and entertaining. Another pro is flexibility. You own the building and the land. Renovate, extend, or rebuild, following local planning rules. This autonomy is highly valued. But freedom and space come at a cost. Detached houses are usually the most expensive to buy or build. Land prices in desirable areas are very high. Maintenance costs are your responsibility: roof, plumbing, garden. There is no service charge to cover these things. Security can be a bigger concern and expense. You may need a perimeter wall, an electric fence, or guards. Let's look at a simple SWOT. Strength: unparalleled privacy. Strength: abundant space. Strength: total control over your property. Weakness: high purchase price. Weakness: ongoing maintenance responsibilities. Weakness: security costs. Opportunity: build a small rental unit for extra income. Use the garden for urban farming. Threat: the ever-rising cost of land. Threat: long, stressful commutes if the house is far from the city center. A semi-detached house is a single residential building divided into two separate homes. These two homes share one common wall. Think of it as two houses leaning on each other for support. Each home has its own private entrance, a small front garden, and a small back garden. Common in Kenya's middle-income suburbs, South Sea in Nairobi and Nakuru. They represent a compromise, more privacy and space than a townhouse, more affordable than a detached house. Balance between cost and space, cheaper to buy or rent than a detached in the same neighborhood, accessible for growing families, often near schools, shops, and amenities. Primary con, the shared wall. One neighbor very close. Poor soundproofing can make noise a significant problem. You might hear their television, music, even conversations. Reduced privacy versus detached. Disputes over wall or garden boundaries can arise. Less freedom to make major structural changes. It could affect your neighbor's property. SWOT. Strengths. Affordability and a good balance of indoor-outdoor space, a stepping stone to an independent home. Weakness. Shared wall, noise and privacy loss. Opportunity. Appeals to young, growing families on a budget, creates stable demand. Threat. Risk of poor construction quality. Bad shared walls can amplify problems. A townhouse, sometimes called a terrace house, is one of a row of similar houses joined by their side walls, shoulder to shoulder. Each unit is self-contained, often 2 or more floors. Side walls are shared. Front and back are open, sometimes with a small private patio or garden. Many sit inside a shared, secure compound, common in Lavington or Westlands. Shared security and amenities like a children's playground, common areas maintained by management. Advantages: more affordable than detached or semi-detached, built upwards on smaller plots, often near business districts, malls, and schools. Cons: limited privacy, noise through shared walls, smaller outdoor space, maybe just a tiny yard or balcony. Living in a managed compound means following homeowners association rules. Even paint colors may be restricted. SWOT. Strengths: affordability, good locations close to amenities, and compound security. Weaknesses: limited private outdoor space and reduced privacy. Opportunity: meets the needs of Kenya's growing middle class. Ideal step up from apartments. Threat: poor urban planning can place developments in congested areas with strained services. Semi-detached offers a touch more privacy and land. Townhouses offer location and value within secure compounds. Your priorities guide the choice. An apartment or a flat is a self-contained home that occupies only part of a larger building. Buildings range from low-rise blocks with 2 to 5 floors to towering high-rises that dominate the skyline. Residents share common areas like hallways, lifts, and staircases. Many include parking, a small gym, or even a pool. Apartments are common in dense urban centers like Kilimani and Kileleshwa, and increasingly popular across other major towns. They are the definition of modern city living. The most significant pro is affordability. Buying or renting an apartment is usually much cheaper than any type of house in the same location. This makes homeownership accessible to a wider range of people. Apartments are often built in prime areas close to offices, entertainment spots, and public transport, reducing commute time and costs. Security is a major selling point. Perimeter walls, guarded gates, and controlled access offer peace of mind. Cons: space is generally smaller. You also sacrifice privacy. Many neighbors nearby and potential noise from above, below, or next door. You must pay a monthly or quarterly service charge to cover common area maintenance, security, and shared services, an ongoing budget item. Your experience depends on building management. Poor management can mean cleanliness issues, security lapses, and delayed repairs. Strengths: affordability, prime locations, and enhanced security features. Weaknesses: limited space, lack of privacy, noise, and neighbor conflicts. Opportunity: strong, consistent rental demand in urban areas provides steady rental income. Threats: High demand can push prices and rents up quickly, and poor construction standards in some unregulated buildings pose serious safety risks. A maisonette has its own private entrance directly from the outside and occupies 2 or more floors within a larger building. Think of it as an apartment that feels more like a house because it has stairs inside connecting living spaces. A duplex is a similar concept. In Kenya, the terms are often used interchangeably for a 2-story home. It might be standalone, semi-detached, or part of a terrace. The key feature is the internal staircase. The design separates public and private spaces. Ground floor for cooking, dining, and entertaining. Upper floor for quiet bedrooms. Primary advantage: maximum living space on a small plot. Vertical building yields more square footage. Main disadvantage: stairs. Challenges for elderly, toddlers, or mobility issues. Often pricier than simple apartments, outdoor space may be limited. SWOT. Strengths: efficient use of space and clear separation of living, sleeping areas. Weaknesses: internal stairs and higher price point. Opportunity: popular with urban families and professionals close to the city. Threat: construction quality issues and higher maintenance costs. A gated community is a planned residential estate enclosed by walls or fences with controlled access through guarded gates. Inside, you can find detached houses, townhouses, and apartments. The defining feature is the shared, secure environment. Examples in Kenya range from large-scale developments like Tatu City to more exclusive estates like Kihingo Village. Designed for a complete lifestyle, swimming pools, clubhouses, gyms, playgrounds, and beautifully landscaped common areas. Biggest pro: high security. Perimeter wall, 24/7 guards, and controlled entry/exit provide peace of mind. Roads are well paved, landscaping maintained, and services like garbage collection are reliably managed. Shared amenities create a strong sense of community, and children can play outside safely. Cons: homes are generally more expensive, plus significant monthly or annual service charges for security and amenities. HOA rules can restrict paint colors, parking, and even pets. SWOT. Strengths: superior security, high-quality amenities, and clean, well-managed environment. Weaknesses: high costs and restrictive rules. Opportunities: strong resale and rental demand. Threats: dependency on developer management. If they fail, services and values can drop. Fees may rise unpredictably. Choosing a home is a deeply personal decision. There is no single best type of house for everyone. The right choice depends entirely on your money, your location needs, and your stage in life. This guide has shown you the options. Now, it is time to match your personal needs to the right property. Think carefully about what matters most to you and your family. Is it space? Is it being close to work? Is it security? Answering these questions honestly will lead you to the perfect home. Let's provide some clear, practical advice for different types of buyers. For young professionals, for singles, an apartment is often the most logical choice. Located in or near the city center, an apartment minimizes commute time and costs. Lower purchase price or rent makes it manageable. Enhanced security is a huge bonus. Low maintenance frees your time. For investors seeking steady rental income, apartments in prime urban locations are almost always a winning strategy due to constant demand. For small or young families, a townhouse or a maisonette strikes an excellent balance. More space than an apartment, often with a small private outdoor area and community in a compound. Choose a good school district. These homes are more affordable than large detached houses, great stepping stones as your family grows. For large established families, a detached house is often the ultimate goal: space, privacy, and freedom to expand over time. For retirees, a single-story detached house, a bungalow, offers accessible living, space for hobbies and visiting grandchildren, and no stairs. A home in a quiet, peaceful suburb can be the perfect reward after a lifetime of hard work.